Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Nothing, boy. Going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Complete on third down. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bears! And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy
going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And now this offense will take the field again. The give out of the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the side.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air, it's Sellers. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading. It's bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got it. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the setting up a first and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 0.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Louisiana Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop call and get you the football field.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's it.
Going over the top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Stop trying me, boy. Better call the offense.
Took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sellers. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. He's taking the shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Washington. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Quick release by the QB. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Now on 2nd down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fake the spike, and he wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He wants to throw. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime.
That was bogus. You shouldn't lose. You don't call a good game.
The Bears will kick it away to crank.
Nah, if I had more space, use Cook. I'll run it again. I'll show you what's finna happen. Nah, I'm finna show you what's finna happen. Cause you don't play football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, South Carolina.
All white boys is different, and all I did was just cut. I ain't zigzag or nothing.
Lightning fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Told you, nigga, we finna win.
Together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're gonna get a lot of scoring.
Lining up for the PAT.
Better lock the fuck in, nigga. I ain't got shit to do with that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got...
Thought you had a little momentum, didn't you? Huh?
North
Nah,
Texas
not
has
today.
the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Hit as he throws. Another interception. That's his.
Give me all that, nigga. Give me all that.
Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the...
That's our regular scheduled program.
Because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
Single back formation, and they give it to him.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just
touchdown. Touchdown.
Run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone.
Why didn't they let me jump, man? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's all good. Stupid fucking game. That's bullshit, man. That nigga was beat inside. Like, come on, dog. Whatever.
Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big one.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll try the left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offense.
Oh, he wants it all. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And
yeah, give me that, boy. We on everything, nigga.
A good return on the interception.
I tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves him with the running back. Makes his man miss. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure. And it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the mark. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays.
Hey, good, man. Good effort out there, bro. You just got to that program. You don't even know it yet. Zigzaggy ass nigga. No, I'm just...
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
And he's thrown another.
Give me all those, boy. We on everything.
The pick, but he's done his job. They have it after 44.
We finna be top 10 after this ass whoop.
This quarterback, that's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in.
Show you how we don't give a fuck about y'all, right? Let me show you. Second.
Start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten
Chow.
or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
But they talking about sellers. Still talking about your whack quarterback.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they try in the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. And he'll make the grab along the sideline. Not able to get.
I ain't mean to lollipop that, but I'll take it.
This is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash him.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down mark.
They're trying to help you.
Fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice.
Oh yeah, good punt.
Understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Yeah, let's take
No
that.
return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it again.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's
Thought you was doing this.
and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up.
Let's it fly. try. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunity.
Yeah, y'all niggas corny, bro. Y'all niggas don't never call shit. Like, call verticals then. Y'all niggas don't do that. I'm gonna hot route everybody because it breaks the game. I can't wait till they bring out this new game.
Play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They put into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it
I
away.
need to fix this previous play shit. That be pissing me off. Because I be thinking niggas be doing shit they don't do.
And
But okay.
they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I digress. My bad.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
But you want me to keep whooping on it? I'm trying to run a drive. I gave you a punt.
You're
You
right,
gonna
Reese.
score like that?
It's easy right now. You just watch the opponent.
Get off me, nigga.
Down of their own, so you gotta answer
They
that.
run this route, boy.
Playmakers better step
We
up.
finna tote this shit.
It's about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't want to fight, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
What the hell is that?
Might as well give it to
Man,
him
I
again.
kept.
Easy
Fuck,
enough
man.
behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job
You know what to
by the
run.
linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line.
What you mean, nigga? We been running all day.
Diagnosis, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground.
What you mean?
They'll line up for a second down.
Bro, I probably got 100 yards rushing on you right now. 101. No, everybody. I got 27 rush attempts. Boy, look at the game. You don't be watching the game. You just be calling stuff. But touchdown.
Linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Ah!
And the
Fuck.
defense gets to the quarterback.
You call.
That defender was not moved at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned down.
Nah.
He used his speed to get to the QB.
I was about to scramble.
Might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's going for a big
Give me all that, boy. Oh, come on.
third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Washington. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss.
How you get through there?
On that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in corpse week, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Fires downfield. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. He'll pitch it.
Oh, shit.
25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first
Oh.
down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Mm-hmm.
On the option. He'll pitch it.
Oh, this game. These niggas try to help your weak ass. Saw that shit come.
Now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw.
Yeah, way to fuck that up.
It's an incomplete pass. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. And he lays lumber to stop him from getting the first down. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to run it in.
Good stop, boy.
Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I
good stop, boys.
They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that
You
one.
thought you had me, didn't you?
Yeah, just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Leaves him with the back. Tackled after picking up the
100 yards rushing. You already talking about I ain't running no ball. This nigga the fuck out of
You
my
really
face.
challenge your
Lying.
offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead.
Stay your ass in bounds.
You cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty
Woo!
good
I got a one-on-one.
The defense knows the run's coming, right? So
Yeah, you better back your ass up.
Getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man downfield.
I throw dots, nigga. Thought you had me, didn't you? I saw you sitting there. You gonna fucking get me, nigga?
The inside handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot unsuccessfully, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back.
Good game, bro.
That should be the nail in the
Go 10-2 now.
Great break on the
You wasn't finna win
football.
this.
The big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and
Got to
run
get to the
that clock.
CFP. These niggas talk too much.
The offense set for a first down play. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.
Hey, you need to mute your mic, boy.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. We sense a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.